interview with DCTV News on the ongoing campaign, Honorable Peter Abiola Makinde, a member representing Ondo East, Ondo West Federal Constituency of Ondo State, says the people of his constituency has been able to differentiate between the good and bad leader. Speaking on his party APC presidential candidate Bola AHMED TINUBU, Honorable Makinde says Nigerians need a leader who will be able to manage both human and material resources. It is not about age, it's about decision making.
My name is Honorable Dr. Abiola Peter Makinde, a member representing the good people of Ondo East, West Federal Constituency, and I am from Ondo State. The journey has been good. We thank God. Our people are getting to understand that the situation of the country differs completely from whatever it is that has to do with good governance that is coming from someone like me in the constituency. So they've been able to separate that look, this is reality. We can see what you are doing. You are not one of those people in court, and they've been able to separate the bad from the good. And I appreciate them because they are knowledgeable, they are well exposed, they don't give in to all those fake stories that is being spread around. Our people can actually look at things and see that look, this person had given us all the necessary dividend of democracy that he promised. So why should we vote against him? So regardless of what is going on in the country, is different from what he's doing as our representative. And so far, the mammoth crowd came out during our rally. You could tell that yes, these people are APC to the core, and they are in that party because they believe in the leadership that we prefer. Let me say specifically our president to be, by the grace of God, Bola AHMED TINUBU. I am in full support of him. Many people are also in support. Only very few would say, oh well, it's too old, is this, is that. I've seen even young people make bad decisions. But at this time in our country, Nigeria, right now as we speak, we need a leader that will be able to manage our resources, that will be able to manage all the wealth God has given to us. It's not about age, it's about decision making. Who will be able to manage this 19 trillion budget a year? Who will be able to manage it? You can now imagine 19 trillion times how many years the person is going to be there. Are we going to exercise the federal character principles? Are we going to exercise federalism? Are we going to exercise all the necessary things that people are clamoring for? So we need a leader that will be able to make the right decision across the board. And I found that in Bola AHMED TINUBU, because I used to live in Lagos before I moved to Ondo, and I saw while I was very young to right now how Lagos are transformed. In those days in Oshodi, they will say area boys. You can't see area boys again. Somebody did that. It was not a ghost. I'm talking reality. In those days when we used to go to Bar Beach, you will see even the beach very close to the road. And in those days, if you go there to buy a piece of land, they will say, don't go there, don't go and buy from a waterlogged area. Somebody did that and expanded Lekki and made it Lekki Phase 1, Lekki Phase 2 and all that. And now we're talking about a new Lagos, Ibeju Lekki. There was that leader that did that. And that leader also brought in another person to make sure that they continue. And there are so many other, local government within Lagos State. I'm talking about Ekpe, Agege. Look at Dokpemu. Look at Alimosho. he made sure that everywhere is covered within Lagos. That dividend of democracy cut across the whole local government in Lagos. I used to live in Dokwemu. I was not in VI at that time. My parents were in Dokwemu. And Dokwemu was, who want to go to Dokwemu? As a matter of fact, when you say, oh, I live in Dokwemu, they'll say, where is Dokwemu? Dokwemu, we don't know Dokwemu in Lagos. But Tinubu came and transformed Dokwemu. And when I went back there, I was like, wow, things have changed. So now, if we have that kind of a person manage our resources in Nigeria, I think we'll have 24 hours light. I think we'll have a very itch-free flow at several of our airports. I think our education system will be transformed. We need a person that will be able to manage men and manage material resources. Men in terms of human capital development. How can we manage these people? Making sure that they do what they are supposed to do. Then what about our material resources? We're talking about our oil and non-oil resources. We need somebody that will be able to manage. It's not about age. It's about your IQ, your way of making decision. And I see that in Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It's not about, oh, well, is this, is that. He moved the internal generated revenue from several millions to almost 40 billion in a month. I was a local government chairman the year 2013, and I know what it takes to generate revenue internally. It's a difficult task. So many people would not want to give their money to you. What are they looking for? They are looking for Kilefefuwo when you collect this money. What do you want to use this money for? And if you don't use it very well, they won't give you the next time you come. But if Bola Ahmed Tinubu had increased it, that means people are saying, good job. My property value now has increased from the time I bought it at 1 million naira to now 200 million naira. They can see the dividend of democracy on their street, around their schools. The system is working, and we want that to happen in Nigeria. Nigeria is in a mess, as in quote, financially, and we need someone that will be able to look at the airport as a business. The way international airports are now, it's a business. I want someone that will be able to look at school as a business. Look at so many, even electricity as a business. Get a company that will manage the electricity of a local government or of a region or of a geopolitical zone. And let that company, it could be Siemens, it could be GM, it could be any of these big companies. Let them manage that geopolitical zone. They provide them light and everybody pays. I have never seen where customers are begging a manufacturer like the Nigerian electricity system. We are begging all these people to give us light. And we have the money to pay. But with Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he will look at that as a business and say, look, contractor, go there and provide this energy, and they will pay you in return. So, but so far, people are getting used to that concept. They are seeing Bola Ahmed Tinubu as that person that will take us out of this financial doom that we have at the moment and be able to bring us into a level where we can be able to say, yes, 1 naira is equal to $1 by the special grace of God. Well, if you ask me, what are those things that a party want to sell and what people, the voters should come and buy, I've mentioned it. If we are talking about human capital management, we need someone that will be able to manage our human capital. And we are selling that to our people that, look, we see that in the life and the legacy of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He will be able to deliver that. There are many agencies that need to be restructured. There is that restructure agitation in Nigeria. And I can say without missing word that Bola Ahmed Tinubu will deliver. I've seen the era of what we are right now way back in 2015. Where we found ourselves today, I saw it 2015. Like, look, the decisions that we're making, they are not the right decision economically. However, it favors some people. For example, those farmers, they are making money at the moment. So don't say Nigeria is bad. Some are actually enjoying it. Because in those days, do we used to buy local rice? No. But today now, you see how many people are going for local rice now. And even local rice that used to be like 10,000 naira now is now 30-something thousand naira. The same farmer, how much is he spending to grow this farm? Maybe buy diesel, diesel had gone up or fuel had gone up. But the land is still the land. So they are making more money. Incentive from the federal government had really helped farmers. Even the CBN, we need to tell the truth. Many farmers are really, really enjoying in that sector. However, of course, you can look at education. The ASU strike and all that. We need to do more in that area. Employment for the youth. We need to do more in that area. That means we need a president that will be able to grow these small-scale businesses. Because those are the ones that will employ people. Those small shops, we need to empower them in order to grow, and then they will be able to employ more people. Those are things that we believe that Bola Ahmed Tinubu will be able to do. And look at those people that I called area boys. They have now transformed them into LASMA, lawman, and all that. And they are making money. Everybody's getting paid by salary. They don't have to go to under the bridge in Oshodi to do some bad stuff. So, by the special grace of God, APC will be able to provide that leadership that Nigeria needs. And will move Nigeria from where we are to a better level, at least when they come in 2023. For me, in the House of Representatives, Ondo East and West Federal Constituency, my plan is...
Speaking on his mantra and the acronym WEALTH, which is water, education, agriculture, light, training, and health, Honorable Makinde says letter E in the acronym is raised to power 3, and he would want to also focus on environmental beautification and empowerment in the second term.
Continue in what I call WEALTH, WEALTH, and that has been the acronym, the mantra that I have been working on since the last 3 years. W for water, E for education, A for agric, L for light, T for training, H for health. However, have added another E to the E to make it E raised to power 2. In fact, E raised to power 3 now. E for education. Now, environmental beautification. I will be embarking on that in my second term. Environmental beautification. I want Ondo City to look good. When you are traveling around my roundabout, around the road, you should be able to see some good things and say, yeah, welcome to Ondo East, welcome to Ondo West. A big board that will show our culture and all that. Then the third E is called empowerment. Our people need more empowerment. They need to be empowered. And that's exactly what I've been talking about regarding Bola Ahmed Tinubu. How do we manage our human capital? And so I intend to increase my empowerment in my second term, consolidate on what we've done in the first term, and give back the dividend of democracy to that shoemaker, to that small business owners, to that church, to that mosque, to that student who needs scholarship. All those things are under empowerment. To be able to give something so that that way those who didn't go to school will have something to work on. Those who managed to go to school a little bit, they will have something in their hands to work on. And those who actually went to school but no job, at least we can teach them some skill acquisition and be able to empower them with the tools necessary. So that's why we call it wealth. WE, now raised to power 3, ALTH.
Comfort Olayinka, DCTV News.